Hey everybody, Tony George, DocSports.com, coming to you from the isolation chamber, the Situation Room, 47 floors below my kitchen, on my fifth attempt to do a video for you today about the NFL schedule and the upcoming UFC fight and the Week 1 opening lines in the NFL. And apparently my neighbor got a new dog, and that son of a bitch will not stop barking nonstop. You know, nerves are a little frayed right now, day 47 of the COVID lockdown here in Las Vegas. Restrictions being eased tomorrow night on some places. Bars and sports bars aren't open in terms of normalcy, so that pisses me off. But nonetheless, we're here to talk about, quite frankly, a big weekend in sports, as live sports in America are alive and well. UFC 249, if you didn't catch my interview with one of the most foremost experts in UFC wagering and UFC previews, Matt Holt, former Chief Operating Officer and Head Odds Maker at CG Technology, formerly Cantor Gaming, joined me and gave away not one but two free picks for you on the fight right here in the video on this website, on this YouTube page. Also interviewed active Monster Cup driver J.J. Yaley, driving the number 52 Ford car this year, about the state of NASCAR. I'm excited. We got live sports in America. You know, you never know what you have until it's taken away. And that's true with any endeavor in life. And sports, sporting events, sports handicapping, sports betting, sports analysts, sports journalism, sports broadcasting. There hadn't been a whole lot to talk about. I know Korean baseball's going on and the ponies, you know, I've never claimed to be an expert in either. I'm not going to here just to have something up to put up for sale. Now, there's a lot of guys over at Docs that follow the crap out of that and are doing well at it. You can click that link right below and get a free $60. That good-looking guy right there, and get yourself hooked up with some daily action. However, and I've got a couple buddies that are doing well with it, you know, and I've been telling them a little bit, but I'm not going to put it out. But at the end of the day, UFC 249, my card will be out tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it's a good card, and I've already laid out over a dime of action on my picks. The site's set up to open up tomorrow morning at 8:30 for you. So we'll update those lines in the morning, make any adjustments, and release it at 8:30. Come get yourself a free $60. If you've never been a member at Docs, and guess what? That means you get the card for free and save the other $30 for another handicapper over there or something he may offer, or hang on to that free $30 with a big fat wallet at the end of the UFC 249 and get yourself hooked up with live NASCAR racing next Sunday. Boom! Following Wednesday, that's from Darlington. And then on Wednesday, live NASCAR racing again. After Sunday, the following Wednesday, Charlotte. Live race. NASCAR intends to get in the remaining 32 races on their schedule, doing 2 a week. Hello! Oh, by the way, over $8,000 to the good last year for a $100 player with my NASCAR program. Off to a good start this year, including my last 3 races, all 3 top place hit. Boom! I don't think I need to explain to you my NASCAR prowess. Those of you who follow me know that it was a huge moneymaker. And we're going to make some money here upcoming. We got PGA coming June 11th. We got Major League Baseball supposedly coming around July 1st. NBA's thinking about doing some sort of a playoff deal out here in Vegas. Who knows what? NHL has players reporting back to their home cities. So there's some bright news on the horizon as the curve begins to flatten and decline, and we get back to some sense of normalcy. Yes? Everybody liked the new swag I got on the wall, my little Eddie Van Halen canvas poster. I'm a huge guitar lover, huge guitar player, so why not bring out, I brought out my old BC Rich I played back in the early 80s out in LA, trying to make it as a long-haired, skinny, freaky people. But nonetheless, how about this bad boy? You ever heard of Dimebag Darrell? Tribute guitar from Dean Guitars. How about going a little camo on this bad boy, huh? How about that brand new one? I've had it a while, but it's my newest guitar. But nonetheless, yeah. And a real hot pickup down there, too. This baby shreds. But nonetheless, been doing that to keep myself busy. Playing a little guitar, having a little fun, driving the missus crazy. just returning the favor. She's driving me crazy. But nonetheless, be sure to go to Docs, get yourself hooked up. Let's talk about the NFL. Now, I have not put out NFL season win totals yet this year. I haven't talked about them. Now, a lot of guys have to fill the void, and I understand that. My take is I'm not going to even discuss it till I see the schedule. The schedule is out, and here they are ranked 1 through 32 when it comes to strength of schedule this year. Who has the toughest schedule? Who has the easiest schedule? Also, I wrote down some very important Week 1 NFL lines, just interesting games I thought we'd discuss and give you some early slants. We're talking football. We're talking NFL. And of all the sports that you're concerned about, and if you watch that interview with Matt Holt, we give away a bunch of free picks for UFC 249 tomorrow night. At the end of that, Matt Holt manages game integrity and brand integrity with legalized sports wagering across the country for not only the NBA, but numerous college football teams, conferences. And he speaks to university presidents and university athletic directors on a daily basis for his job now. The news was not so good there. Be sure and tune in and check that out. Let's get to the NFL. The draft is over. 4-hour special last night on NFL Network. Watched most of it, taped it. Going to watch the rest of it today, just reactions. But the toughest schedule in the NFL is handed to the Tom Brady-less New England Patriots. And what's interesting about the AFC East and that division is out of the top 5 toughest schedules in the NFL, 4 of those teams, all 4 of the AFC East teams are on the top 5 of the toughest schedule, including the long-suffering New York Jets, number 2 toughest schedule in the NFL. Miami Dolphins, number 3 toughest schedule in the NFL. Buffalo Bills, tied for 5th for the toughest schedule in the NFL, along with the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons, the Dirty Birds. Wow. Let's go through the top 10 toughest schedules, including the top toughest schedule: Patriots, Jets, Dolphins, Niners, Bills, Lions, Falcons, Cardinals, Texans, who open up at Kansas City on Thursday night to open up the NFL season. Talk about that in a minute. And we have the Minnesota Vikings along with the Los Angeles Rams. That rounds out the top 10. Here's what's interesting about the bottom. Let's talk about the bottom 5. Just like the top 5. The top 5 toughest schedules involve all teams from the AFC East. Well, the AFC North, or is it the Central? I think it's the North. All 4 teams in that division: Steelers, Browns, Ravens, Bengals, are in the bottom 5 in easiest schedule. The easiest schedule in the NFL, which actually is quite scary, Baltimore Ravens. And they're loaded. They had a 10-point lead on Kansas City. Going to go to the Super Bowl. Blew it. You've got Cincinnati Bengals with Joe Burrow at quarterback, rookie quarterback, ranked 27th in strength of schedule. Then you've got the Browns at 29th. You've got the Steelers, second easiest schedule in the NFL, 31st. And, of course, the Ravens, 32nd. Interesting. Just those 2 AFC divisions, hardest and easiest. Returning Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs, 18th toughest schedule. Wasn't the returning Super Bowl champions supposed to have one of the toughest schedules in the NFL? And Kansas City plays the AFC East this year. The AFC West plays the AFC East for the division they play this year. So Kansas City has games with New England, the Jets, the Bills, and the Dolphins this year. Should all be wins. Although at Buffalo, a little scary. They got Patriots at home. That being said, let's talk about Week 1 opening lines. Just some games that jumped off the board at me, some opening lines. Opener for the NFL season, the Kansas City Chiefs unveiling the banner, pomp and circumstance, returning Super Bowl champions, open up Thursday night against the Houston Texans, who blew a 24-point lead against Kansas City in the postseason to lose by double digits. Kansas City at home laying 10.5. Bill O'Brien traded away his best player on the team and had a crappy draft. But 10.5? A little bit of distraction around the ceremony before the game. Houston with some payback in mind. Deshaun Watson, no joke, a quarterback. Hello! Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders, they debut as the Las Vegas Raiders on the road at the Carolina Panthers with a rookie head coach and no Cam Newton. What are we going to do there? Pick 'em. The Lions, week 1 at home versus the Bears, laying -1.5. Lions, for the second year in a row in their opening game of the season, are a favorite. They were last year against Arizona, as you recall, at Arizona. I believe they got beat. Hello. Colts, Phillip Rivers debut. Is he washed up? Is he any good? He's laying 8.5 points at Jacksonville, and Jacksonville with Minshew Magic got rid of Foles. Minshew Magic with a solid defense. 8.5. Does it come that easy in week 1 on the road with brand new quarterback? No OTAs this year. Just saying. Green Bay at Minnesota. Aaron Rodgers pissed off about Jordan Love getting drafted. Well, Aaron, you're 36 years old, dude. They got to look to the future. You're a 3.5-point underdog at Minnesota. The LA Chargers versus the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is interesting because of this. And they're at Cincy. You possibly have 2 rookie quarterbacks going at it. Is Herbert going to beat out Tyrod Taylor at LA, the Chargers? I don't know. I doubt it. To start, but he could. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Taking on Joe Burrow in his debut at Cincinnati. Chargers laying 3.5. Hello. How about that hook? Saints, Bucks, Brady, Breeze. Open up the season. Saints at home laying 4.5. Bucks couldn't stop anybody last year. Couldn't tackle grandma with a shopping cart that killed them. No. The Dallas Cowboys at the Los Angeles Rams. Dallas laying 3. Those are some interesting games and lines from week 1. Don't forget, get over to Docs. Get yourself hooked up with a UFC 249 card tomorrow morning. NASCAR next week. We got daily sports, horse racing, Korean baseball. Lots of stuff to look forward to in the upcoming months of May and June. Getting back on track, getting back in the action, and getting some fat wallets. Take your free $60. Fat in the wallet tomorrow. Plays out at 8:30 in the morning.